Hello, beautiful soul. Let me just fix this camera just a second. This is the first time I'm using my camera stand. And I was, y'all, I was filming earlier, well, quote unquote, filming. And then I looked and I realized that it wasn't even like going, right? I was here talking and it hadn't been going. So I wanted to make sure it's going. And it is. Cheers to you. I'm coming to you from the 253. And this is a reading that I got for you, and see how it flows and how it feels for you. So we are just coming through and dancing with still that new moon energy that we had, the new moon in Aquarius. And the reflections that I offered with the new moon energy in Aquarius is really about self, being honest with self and how we care for self. So making a priority our soul care, our self-care, our soul in self-care as our very own social justice project, as well as how we nurture those close circles of people who reflect our areas, that are mirrors, I should say, and support us and help us be able to see our brilliance, our beauty, and also what we need to work on. So it's like I call them our friends that say, you fucked up, but I still love you. Those friends. So, and just to also go on, add another element to it. Was it yesterday or the day no, it wasn't on the, it was yesterday. So yesterday I did a pull, and the pull was the Ace of Wands. No, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands. And I wrote a post about that, about the Knight of Wands, like carrying the wand and owning up and stepping into that space of responsibility, because it's a responsibility, right? When we're opening up and we are putting forth our intentions, and not only just having our intentions, but we're taking action. We're meeting spirit halfway. There's a responsibility with that, and especially when for folks who are really harnessing more and sharing more their abilities, their gifts, especially when it has to do with supporting others, whether you're a card reader, Reiki, any sort of healing art such as that. There's a great responsibility with that, right? So when you step into that and you grab that wand, right, as the Knight of Wands, it's like you're carrying the fire, and you're taking responsibility, and then you're also saying, I am ready. Like, I am ready for what comes in my path, and I'm ready to overcome the challenges and learn from them. So this, I feel, is a spread that's a continuation of the Knight of Wands. Now, most people sometimes when they see, look at these cards, you see High Priestess, you see Justice, and it's like, wow, like that's pretty intense. And yes, it is. The High Priestess, I have a mad, crazy love affair with the High Priestess. She is a lot of, especially like mystics and readers, they feel that the High Priestess is the card that represents themselves, or they can see themselves so much in the High Priestess. And so I feel like, with the support here of the manifestation card from the body cards, and our coins down here showing about how we're moving forward, and working on our intentions, because we're meeting spirit halfway. It's like when we put the intentions out there, when we start to say, this is what I want, and this is what I'm willing to do, and this is what I'm willing to sacrifice, and this is the responsibility I'm willing to take, the energy begins to move forward. What we have to also realize is a couple different things. Is number one, things. Okay, so I'm going to say this, and I'm going to also backtrack on it. Right? When we agree to step forward and hold those flames, those wands of fire, of spiritual enlightenment, there's the responsibility to come with that, and many times it does not come easy. Now, I will admit, though, when we're in a flow and we're on our path and we're doing our work, things do come a little bit with a flow, with ease. Doesn't mean easy, with an ease. And so people tend to forget that there are sacrifices, that there is work that needs to be done. right? So for example, you might see tarot readers out there or other businesses, and then it looks like they're overnight success, right? So that's one of the examples I like to put with it. Overnight successes usually take, X amount of years to come to life, right? And there was sacrifices and there were things that people have done in order to make those quote unquote overnight successes. So when we see our wands coming here, followed by the high priestess and the justice, it's like you're stepping up to take responsibility, to do the actions and the work to bring life into what you desire. You are embracing and allowing Saturn, right, to illuminate your limitations, the boundaries that need to be in place. And you're also how would I say this? It's like you're also saying, I'm ready for the challenge and I am going to step forward with it. Now, with the high priestess followed by justice, I'm really feeling like this energy is about also too being clear and honest with yourself as far as what how do I want to say this? In past, like where looking at coming clean and being honest with yourself about areas that maybe you fucked up in, right? And maybe some karma energy that you need to make peace with. Okay? So as much as like this manifestation and working hard and see this energy and coming to the high priestess, like it's like, oh my gosh, wow, this is great, this is amazing. Yes, it is, but there's also work that needs to be done with it. And you also need to come clean, because if you've done someone wrong at some point in time, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. So really thinking about when you want to step into it and you want this, what responsibilities are you taking? Right, to honor yourself, but also honor others, and do it in a way that is that you feel will that with integrity. So because myself as well, we're being invited. So when we're doing this work, how do we do it with integrity? How do we step forward with responsibility? And the high priestess, she's showing up to say you got to step up, and there's going to be some rough waters that you're going to be going through, but you got to be doing the work. And then also to owning up to areas in your life that maybe you hadn't been responsible, you had not put up limitations, and your previous actions may have brought you to where you are. So once you become in peace, it's not once, but as the process of coming to peace with this and to dancing with this, we begin to see more and more of our what would be considered our manifestations. So all in all, like, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is continue doing the work, caring for self, realizing that there's great responsibility if you want to be stepping into this high priestess energy, if you want to open to the lessons that she has to offer you, and know that sometimes, actually this was a card I pulled earlier in another read, sometimes all of that, this is, you have to go through some tower moments, but knowing that there will be ease at times, but it will not be easy. It requires you to do your part as well. And I really feel like a big piece too of being able to feel that ease and move forward is really, really being honest with yourself about past decisions, actions, and energies. Being at peace with that and making peace with that and owning up and accepting that. Yes? That's what I got for you today. Let's see, what else am I going to say? That's about all I'm going to say. I'm actually filming this right before I go to work. So that's what I got to say. I'm off. Leave me a comment below if you have any questions or you'd like a particular reading. Yes, if you have a question, next time I'm on, I'll throw a card for you and videotape it. I wish you well in this journey, and I'm going to close up with 7 chimes. So take a deep breath in and just ask Spirit to allow to flow in whatever messages of this reading will serve you. Are you ready, beautiful soul? Here we go. Be well.